The European Parliament has approved a significant tariff increase on Russian and Belarusian fertilizer imports. This is aiming to reduce EU dependency on basically the countries, because obviously we're in this sort of Cold War. Therefore, now we're in a trade standoff type thing.
Yeah, there were loads of what do they call protests in France, like from farmers on the roads, like with tractors and everything.
Yeah, this is also to limit financial support, because they see it as it's supporting Russia's war in Ukraine if they're buying the fertilizer. So the tariffs are set to take effect on July the 1st of this year, and they'll gradually rise over 3 years, potentially making imports unviable by 2028. That's what the article is stating. And the move has been met with strong opposition from European farmers, is what you're mentioning, and agricultural organizations. Copa Cogeca, a major farming group, has warned that the tariffs could lead to 40 to 45 euros per ton increase in fertilizer prices, and placing additional financial pressure on farming operations.
That's
already
a lot of
grappling
money.
And
you know what?
Challenging economic climate. So on top of everything else, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now this is going to affect, obviously, what is it going to affect? It's going to affect our alimentation, our food, food.
Can I just say something? Is that people might think, oh, what is this article, about like agriculture? Well, put your critical thinking cap on, guys. And you know what? It's what you eat. It's what you need to survive. And if they're gonna, let's say, get fertilizer from somewhere else, it's gonna be more expensive, and that's the reason why these farmers are going against this. Because tell you what, if that's more expensive, who's going to pay the bill? The people buying the food, because we don't have a choice but to buy this food.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be paying for it as well. So prices are going to increase for food. They're already sky high.
The European Commission has suggested removing duties on fertilizer imports from other regions, such as North Africa and Central Asia, to alleviate price pressures. However, that effectiveness of the Central Asia, like Kazakhstan, Tajikistan.
Okay.
However, the effectiveness of these measures in offsetting the impact on farmers remains uncertain, because we don't know really how the quality of that, or etc., how it's going to regulate itself. And while the EU aims to bolster domestic fertilizer production and reduce reliance on Russian imports, the agricultural community's concerns highlights the complex balance between geopolitical objectives and food security within the bloc. This is the thing I don't like either. I mean, I think it's just redundant. It almost kind of feels like what we're trying to do with Russia is trying to make it into a North Korea, where it's like no connection, no nothing, no information. I mean, it's
like this is not we need trade. We need it's a collaboration.
This is not the road. You see, this is what I mean. This is not the road forward. This is really not the road. All of these moves, in my view, are ugly and stupid, and they're not really going to achieve anywhere near what they believe that these steps will achieve. Because no, it's just you're just pushing isolationism upon a country. What do you want to happen? You want the whole populace of Russia to revolt, and then what? Have a coup, and then what?
Tell you what.
Because here's the thing. Let me explain something to you. Let's say there was a coup. Let's say there was a revolt, and then what? They don't have visa anymore over there. They have nothing. They have no connections. The sanctions up the wazoo. People trying to find alternatives, to live elsewhere. Regular Russian people, right? What do you then? What? There's the coup, and then what? And then what? Oh, then all the businesses come back in, and the McDonald's and everything. And no, that doesn't work like that, folks.
Yeah,
they're screwed beyond screwed. So you're just screwing not only the people in Europe, you're screwing even the people in Russia, who even probably don't agree with the status quo. You know what I'm saying? So it's just these are the dumbest moves possible. This is why I don't agree with sanctions. They never work. And I also don't agree with these policies.
And tell you what, the only people who are going to pay for it, well, aside from all the middlemen and the people in the agricultural sector, it's going to be people like you and me, basically. So, like, all the prices,
that's why you grow your own
basic
food, man.
goods, basic goods like fruit and veg, like, what the hell are we going to eat? Like,
this is why people are becoming This is why people are becoming more and more like self-sustainable. They're learning like how to grow their own stuff now, because you just can't rely. This is a problem. You can't rely on any of these things anymore, because all of these things are dependent on stupid geopolitical chess moves, which just affect the common denominator here, which is the average person.